1984, I know it's hard to remember. All 1980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall. Now! When's that new series of 1984s coming out? Right now! Go! Go! Go!
Hello and welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I'm Richie.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your old pal Tupper, here to talk about toys and maybe do jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, Richie?
I'm doing pretty good. Before we get into coming soon and shit Richie bought this week, I got a call from my GameStop today. Well, actually, I didn't get a call from them. I saved them a call when I called them to pre-order us the Spider-Man 2099 because it went up on the website. However, it's not in their system yet, so I will venture over there tomorrow to pre-order it in person because they received the penguin with the giant robot duck thing, and they're like, I know we didn't pre-order it, but we want you to at least look at it before we put it on the shelf. And I'm like, okay.
I was gonna be like, you pre-ordered that? Oh no. But you know, I mean, first of all, like, my question to you is, do you have them on speed dial under ambulance?
No, they're just GameStop on my speed dial.
So, does it go police, fire, ambulance, GameStop at this point,
GameStop
like in the
is
hierarchy of? Okay, all right. That's actually what the answer I was looking for, because you know, fuck the police.
Whoop whoop! That's the sound of the police.
Side note: it's super funny that they put that on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if you've ever heard that song by KRS-One, but go listen to it if you haven't. It is very anti-police, so it's really funny that they put it in a show about the police. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so there you go. That's great. I just want to say before we get into it, hey, thanks for watching our show.
That's right.
Please like and subscribe this video, and you'll be notified whenever we come on here to give you the Toy Show with Pep, to give you awesome, right in your faces, dynamic, exciting, like it's coming at you, like a train. Boom! I ran out of steam on that one. Yeah. I mean, I could have kept going, but I mean, you know, like, we're trying to keep the quality high.
Yeah, high-ish, medium.
Yeah, you know.
So I am curious about that thing though, because I do want to see it and see how it looks in hand. And
question though, does that mean if they got the duck in, does that mean that the Batman 92 Batman Returns figures are shortly coming?
It is possible, because it is interesting, because even though it has arrived in the store on the website, it is still with the 28 November release date, which happens sometimes. Things come in early. I remember like a little while ago when all that, like the New 52 Superman and Bizarro and all that just like showed up 2 weeks early at GameStop. So I have a feeling some of the other stuff will start trickling in too.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Wait, can we spin that song so that it's about toys? I got a feeling that we're gonna get some toys early. We're gonna get some toys early. And instead of going out, we stay at home and play with them. Yeah, okay.
That's, you know, Weird Al.
Like, it was just off the top of my head. I'm sure if I had 5 minutes, I could spin it into something that was Weird Al-esque. So, you know what? I'm not going to sit here with my can of cola and be derided this way. Let's just start. Let's just throw it.
Right.
Let's just get it
Let's
going.
get into the coming soon.
Jump right in. Let's get some coming soon going. What's happening? We're playing the song, presumably. It's happening. I'm talking over it because I always do. That's my thing that I do. Don't steal it.
That's right.
That's what I do.
Yes. So, in a surprise turn of events, we're not starting with DC Multiverse stuff, but a quick look at some amazing Yamaguchi stuff that is coming. Well, one thing anyway.
Oh,
and
yes.
That is this very nice looking symbiote Spider-Man.
Black suits fill the room.
Yes.
I saw some photos of this. Not these photos, but I saw some photos of this, and damn, does it look dynamic.
Oh, yes, it does. Especially
Now,
this picture right here with the symbiote coming off. That is probably one of the coolest effects.
is this sending you in the direction of, hey, maybe I will spend the $90, $80 and pick this up?
Not quite
No?
yet. No. That's still, I don't know. I mean, I have paid that much for a toy, so it is not out of possibility.
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, just again, if this is one of the first episodes of our show that you're watching, folks, Richie and I do tend to stick with the Marvel Legends, the DC Universe class at Snake. We do tend to stick around, the $35 to $40 range, $50 range for our figures. We don't tend to go with the higher end SH Figure Arts stuff and the Yamaguchi stuff, which does tend to be on the pricier side. But I am convinced, folks, that there will be. Look at all those accessories. God damn it!
The webbing accessory
cool.
is awesome. So
I am convinced that at some point Richie is going to find one of these higher end figures and it's going to blow his dick off and he's going to be like, I got to get this. I don't care if it's $100. I don't care if it's at a scale with everything else I got to put this in my collection. And when that happens, you'll know about it right here.
It's funny, Jen sent me this link the other day. It was for a Dean Winchester action figure. And it was... One, it was sold out, and two, it was also like $300. And I was like, this is sold out and it's $300. And she's like, you would still probably maybe get that. And I'm like, quiet. So
don't tempt me, woman. Don't tempt me with your action figure wiles. Also, the couple that buys action figures for each other stays together.
That's right.
So.
But yeah, that's a quick look into Amazing Yamaguchi. We don't have a whole lot of DC multiverse. We've got the worst rendition of Cheetah ever as a page puncher, and Extant, who is also Hank Hall / Monarch, and so we got Monarch earlier. Now we have Extant. Neither of these
Extant
I have pre-ordered.
these are not interesting, I think, to anyone. Also, Extant, probably the worst big bad for a crossover event ever. Is that a controversial statement? I don't think that's a controversial statement.
It's not.
Like, 0 Hour was lame. 0 Hour is pretty lame. So I can't imagine. I feel like we'll see this in the discount bins. I can't imagine this would be something that a lot of people would want to get. Only purists, only completists. And yeah, Cheetah is boring.
Yeah, very boring.
She basic. Basic.
And that's like all new. That's the only new stuff we have information on for, or pictures for. I do have this slide with information of stuff that's coming. Some stuff we've already seen.
Nothing says high quality production like a page with text.
That's right. However, we have seen some images of this, like Black Condor, Gangbuster, Larfleeze. There's a new Power Shazam coming. Batman from Hush 2. Damian Batman, Batman 90s, which I'm curious what that will be. A White Lantern Batman, which I will 100% get because, well, lanterns. And then Batman Injustice Gang. I'm not sure what that one's going to be. Black Canary, Freddie Freeman, Vigilante from All-Star Squadron. It'll be curious to see if it'll be similar to...
Back that up a second. Did you say Black Canary?
I did say Black Canary.
I am very intrigued. I love Black Canary.
Me too.
So I'm hoping that one comes out real cool. And look, listen to me, Mcfarlane, you bastards. If she doesn't come with a screaming face, you failed.
And There's also
You failed.
Supergirl first appearance, a Mongol versus Superman in Kryptonite suit, but also it's not on this slide. I thought I had it included, but I did have another picture of text again, of course. But like there's some Melissa Benoist Supergirl that's coming as well.
I heard there's a Brandon Routh Superman
coming as well. Surprise, surprise! They are not making a Dean Cain one. It seems.
It's a real missed opportunity to bloat him up and do a little ice symbol in the middle of his chest. Make him look all bruised and beaten and everything like that. It's not really McFarlane's style to do that kind of political stuff, but I would own that. I'm not going to lie. I would own a shitty Dean Cain Superman ice figure just for the novelty. Just for the novelty alone. And just so I can have like a bunch of smaller characters like peeing on him in some sort of display. So, yeah.
And the only other McFarlane thing we got is the update on the drawing board for Suicide Squad. With 1 day to go, it is 128.43% funded, with over $320,000 contributed towards it. Looks like 123 of just the Harley, 1,308 of the Harley with accessories, 879
that's the best one
of the has a Joker, and then 2,587 of the top level. So
I'm so disappointed in people.
I know.
For spending the most amount of money to get a Jared Leto Joker and a bunch of cards. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's gross. That's gross. Guys, he couldn't save Tron Ares. He's not going to save your action figure collection.
It's true.
Lighten up.
And I think I have the feeling that other than, He-Man, where he's unfortunately playing Skeletor, that his days are numbered for acting roles.
Maybe they'll do like they did to Kevin Spacey in that movie and replace him with Christopher Plummer, which would be hilarious, by the way. And they should do the exact same thing. I think Christopher Plummer's still alive, barely.
Yeah.
They're just a voice, just CG over Jared Leto's performance with a CG Skeletor. Get Christopher Plummer to perform the voice of Skeletor. Boom! That is not only a better choice, but also a fun pop culture reference if you know about the Kevin Spacey thing. So, Richie, the question at hand, with 1 day left on this stupid thing, did you contribute?
I did.
I knew he would do it. I knew he would do it. Which I'm assuming you got the second tier, the one with the Harley and all the accessories and everything. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Is this? Should I ask more questions about this, or should we move on?
I will let you know one other detail about this, and that is I actually ordered 2. I could not in good conscience order and contribute to this dirty campaign and not also get you one.
Not help out your old pal Tupper, since it was was literally one of the 2 figures that I was like, why haven't they made this?
Yes.
So that's fantastic. What do we have details on when it's going to be arriving? What the shipping is on this?
No, I think let me go to the. I think there's a FAQ section on it. Yeah. Oh, also, for the purchasing more than one reward, you have to do it in 2 separate transactions, because the way the contribution system works, if you like double the contribution, you're not going to get 2 of them. You're just going to be paying double. So, it says, yes.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But
so,
okay.
How long is production? Final design and production work will start once a percentage of funding threshold is met. Generally, fingers are estimated at 6 months. Shipping update will provide it once as we get closer.
Oh my God.
So
we're looking at minimum May of 2026 on the delivery of this product.
But man, is it gonna be worth the wait?
Oh, I am excited. And I think we should, as part of the show, keep people updated. If you get updates, we should share them. This is going to be a super fun review for us. I know we're probably going to like a lot of it. We're probably going to be like, okay, this is a pretty cool thing. But I am very interested to see what it looks like when it comes in, how it's all sent. Because, I mean, this is a crowdfunded project. So I would expect things like the packaging to be at a little bit of a higher level. Yeah, I would expect the presentation to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, I do too. Like I don't expect it to come in a standard Mcfarlane box. I will be disappointed if it comes in a standard Mcfarlane box.
I mean, we will give you the honest scoop. If we think it sucks, we're gonna tell you. If we think it's great, we'll be happy to tell you. Again, it's the end of October. We're starting to think about our year-end list, and I can tell you that definitely one Mcfarlane figure is appearing on my year-end best of, possibly two. So we do like it when they do good stuff sometimes, but they also do shitty things sometimes. So we're gonna give you the straight scoop. We're going to give you the 411, all the deets.
Great.
I'm very excited about it.
Not only did I do it because I thought it would be, one, it would be great for us to have this figure, but two, great content for the show, and really, $34.99 USD plus shipping twice. Not a lot. So.
Not bad. I mean, it's not bad. I'm still going to die on the hill of this was a dumb way of doing this. Yeah,
it was. I totally 100% agree, but I did not mind getting my hands dirty.
Yeah. I mean that's the thing. I'm glad you did. I'm glad we're going to get a chance to talk about it. But also, this is good content. This is good content.
Exactly.
Good content.
Yes, and so that's the end of Mcfarlane, but we got some G.I. Joe stuff.
Cobra!
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, we got some G.I. Joe stuff.
Something that we were speaking of recently that I'm not going to have to hunt for anymore, and that is they're going to have a new Crimson Guard coming, and it's looking pretty good. This is a digital rendering, obviously, on that one, but it's coming with a good amount of accessories. Looks good in the packaging shot here as well, and it will look good on my shelf next to the Crimson Strike Force and the Crimson Bat and any other Crimson figure that I pick up.
I mean, you're still missing the Crimson Guard, I think, the official Crimson Guard, aren't you?
Well, this is the Crimson Guard.
No, the dude version.
Oh, the dude version. Yeah.
The dude version.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but there will probably be another release of them. But I mean, this is a good way to start of the guards to get this. It's a nice looking figure. All the parts are there. It's nice. Yep. There's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
No question.
No questions to that.
Yeah. No question.
I totally meant to get the Simpsons zap sound effect for zap, but I forgot. So
there's still time. We're just recording it now, Richie. You'll be able to in post. I did listen to. I did watch one of the previous episodes recently, and I noticed the Cobra stuff that you put peppered throughout the episode. So yeah, you'll just do that. Yeah. So at some point, watching this, folks, you're going to hear the zap. It may have already happened. It may be coming right now. I don't know. I'm not Richie, but there you go. Yeah. You're welcome for that dated reference that will tickle me to no end. Anyway, do we like this figure? My answer is absolutely. I like this. I want this. This is nice.
I'm on it. Next guy, I forgot to grab the name of him, but he's
Crazy Legs.
Crazy Legs. Okay.
It's Crazy Legs.
Crazy Legs.
It's one of the best named. This is one of the best named G.I. Joe figures. Yeah. Crazy Legs. You'd never forget that. I only liked this figure growing up because I liked his name. So, you know what? That's the only reason I'm going to get it, is because it's nostalgic for me.
Is that supposed to be a parachute harness on him?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's a parachutist. That's his whole thing. That's why they call him Crazy Legs, because that's what he looks like when he's falling from the sky. Well, they're not. No, that only happens when you land.
Yeah, so I don't know. He better come with a parachute. If he comes with a parachute, I will get one.
He comes with a backpack, but he's not going to come with the parachute.
He should come with a parachute.
That costs extra. That's not. You don't put that in the retro line. They're trying to save money on sculpts. They're not trying to.
Yes.
Who am I kidding? They're not trying to save money on sculpts. But there's no way they're putting a parachute in that for that figure. He's just going to come with a big backpack. You watch. Come with a
parachute. If it doesn't come with a parachute, I'm not getting it.
Richie will fight you, Hasbro.
That's right.
I'm gonna include the parachute.
Quick little spattering of Marvel Legends. It's funny that the images that are coming, we've already seen Cardiac and the Spider-Man 2099, but there are some other ones that we haven't seen. This is not one of them. This is Emma Frost Diamond form. Threw this one in first for some reason. But I have actually never heard of Hypno Hustler. And it's very...
This is a deep-ass cut.
This is a deep-ass cut. Rare for me to not at least be tangentially aware of a character.
I got nothing. I didn't know this was a thing. But here's the bizarre part, Richie. Kind of a cool action figure. Like,
kind of looks cool.
He's got a pink guitar. He's clearly from the 70s. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, why did they make this? I'm not sure why they made this as a toy, but I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of into it.
If I see it on sale, I might grab it.
It's like, did they have extra pink guitars lying around from like a Barbie line? And they're like,
we know what it is? I bet you it's the same guitar from the Spider-Punk. He fell over. I can't see him right now. Fuck. But yeah.
It could also be one of the guitars that comes with the Cold Slither G.I. Joe classified stuff. They might have ported it over. I'm not sure. But you know what? Again, I ain't mad about this. I'm not even gonna give it a hard time. It's kind of groovy.
Yeah.
It's kind of funky.
Yeah. You know what's not groovy? Owl. Who the fuck wants Owl?
The Owl.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were a fan of the Daredevil TV series when it was on Netflix, and I mean, the guy was in that show. He didn't end up being the Owl, and I'm pretty sure Kingpin killed him off. But, well, somebody killed him off.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is not cool, not dynamic, not interesting
at all.
Yeah, no. There's nothing interesting about this.
What do you think about these Marvel Sentinels variants? It's obviously from like the Gamerverse line.
Yes. Okay. So I do have thoughts on this. My thought is, why the hell are these Hasbro Pulse exclusives? Why is this not something I can walk into a store and pick up? Mm-hmm. That's my problem. I loved the old designs. This is again repaint. They had the original. They had the other Sentinels painted like Sentinels, and I would have loved to have gotten those. They were Hasbro Pulse exclusives, so it was a no-go. And now they're doing a repaint, still Hasbro Pulse exclusives. Just put it out in fucking stores, guys. Like, who wouldn't want this?
They're also...
Why do I have to go?
They're only 7 inches,
though. Help Hasbro Pulse? Yeah, they're meant to... They're like little mini Sentinels, but that's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, there's 2 of them. You get 2 in the same pack.
Oh, that's true.
I like this a lot. I don't love the repaints. I don't want the repaints, but I like this a lot. I don't know why this is not retail sale.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Actually,
it's like this should have been... These repaints should have been Hasbro Pulse, and the original one should have been retail sale. And I don't know why they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because they hate us.
Actually, I'm going to look up really quickly to see how much these are. If they're on the website already or not.
Ooh, I'm gonna guess $70 US. That's gonna be my guess. Or maybe $59.99 US is probably my guess.
There's a Kang the Conqueror exclusive in a chair. I'm gonna bring this page up for a second. This is a quick offshoot here. But
Just going off book. This.
How come it's not showing the thing that it's supposed to be showing right now?
We just got a black screen.
Yeah.
Oh no! The black screen of death. And we're back. There we go. There we go.
But yeah, there's I'll have to send it to you after. We'll show it next week since I, for some reason, can't get this to look properly.
By the way, folks, I cannot wait to see what Richie puts in that black screen that we had up for like 10 seconds. He's gonna put something. He's gonna put something up there. Or he'll take a photo of this and then it won't be a black screen at all. It'll actually be the thing he was trying to show.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. But the Marvel, the King the Conqueror in his chair for $50.99. This must be an older one because it's add to cart. So I guess this must be, or maybe it's just a.
Yeah. It does. It's definitely older, but like I don't know how old. That's the thing.
Or maybe it's because.
But it's nice.
Yeah. It's just part of a sale. Okay, that's why. But yeah, I don't see the Sentinel variants on here yet. So maybe they aren't up for order or pre-order yet. Yeah, nothing on their website so far. So
might not be up for pre-order yet. My guess though is that it's probably going to be about $60 US, and that's how that cookie crumbles. That, you know, I do want to rant for a second and just say that the way that Hasbro rolls out the Sentinel stuff has been disappointing to me because they are such an iconic X-Men villain. I know they're bigger and I know it's harder for them to put them in a retail way of getting them to people. But, you know, they should be available on Amazon and they should be available on like Entertainment Earth in the States and at Toy Store and Walmart. And I don't know why they didn't do something with the Sentinels with those retailers because like some people don't want to order directly from Hasbro Pulse and it can be more expensive. And it's like, it's kind of a little bit of a missed opportunity in my mind because the Sentinels are so popular and they're such a big part of X-Men lore. I don't know why it's so hard to get them.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that hard.
Shrug.
Another one that's very interesting, and I'm on the fence, but I'm kind of like, who am I kidding myself that I will probably get this Spider Venom. I think this is based on, because I think recently in the comics he's gotten the symbiote back, and the reason why it looks more chain-like with the webbing there is because after Eddie Brock was the was Venom, after the whole Null thing, his son became Venom and did the chain thing. So I guess it carried over to Spider-Man when he got the symbiote back, but it looks really kind of cool and I really like that chain.
Yeah, I'm not hating this at all. It's kind of cool. I like the shoes, I like his feet, I like the chain thing. Curious about that. This might be a Dark Horse figure. It also depends on which version of the body they're using, because there is a couple of different types of Spider-Man bodies out there now, and I'm reserving. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm with you. I think this is cool. I think this is a really nice one, and it'll look really good on your shelf. I mean, look, can't go wrong with the black and white Venom suit.
Exactly, and it's not like I don't collect Spidey stuff anyway. Speaking of Spidey, sticking with it, the Uncanny Spider-Man, which is Nightcrawler filling in for Spider-Man at one point. I can't remember when. I think it's within the last 10 years that it happened. I forget why, but Spider-Man's been replaced for various reasons for various times over the years by other heroes. But kind of looks cool. Spider-Man...
This is... super cool. This is super cool. Like it's a Nightcrawler Spider-Man. He comes with a sword. He comes with a Bamf effect. It's a cool suit. I don't know. Like, am I crazy? But I love this. Like, I think this is really, really interesting. It's just super. Like, they did a really nice job with it. I don't know. Like, I'm into it. I'm into it, man.
Yeah, and it's up for pre-order too. Like Owl, Cardiac, Hypno Hustler, Spider Venom, Uncanny Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2099. They are all up for pre-order now.
Those are three really solid Spider-Man figures, as far as I'm concerned, in a collection. Cardiac, the owl, bleh.
Yeah.
Well, your hypno hustler, sure, that's only mildly racist, but he comes with a cool pink guitar. That might be a dark horse thing too, but all of the Spider-Men that are included in this set, I think, are really cool. Like, they're really interesting designs, and they're very different. So
yeah, and they look different from other stuff that they've done too recently.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's why I'm so interested in this, is because they're so different, and they're also really well designed, and it's one of those things where you're not just getting a Peter Parker variant, with a little bit of a torn mask or something from these are really interesting
and
designs.
It's actually a different Peter Parker head sculpt as well.
He's a little he's not emo, but he looks kind of bummed.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's just the 90s Spider-Man head of just like, you know what, I'm over everything.
To be honest, that Nightcrawler that came out not too long ago, the pirate one, I was like, I saw it once at EB Games, and I was very close to picking it up, because like, Nightcrawler's cool and it looked really cool, but I'm not a super big Nightcrawler fan. But I think this is the Nightcrawler figure for me.
I'm a little surprised that when they did the second round of X-Men 97 figures that they didn't include Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
In that, and
I would have gotten an X-Men 97
set.
Nightcrawler for sure.
It leads me to believe that there's definitely going to be a Series 3.
Oh, yeah.
And since obviously the show is continuing for at least 2 more seasons, I think we'll definitely be seeing more X-Men 97 stuff. So you'll get your Nightcrawler at some point.
Yep. Very quickly, we got a Mondo Storm coming.
Mondo! Yes, that's right. For those of you out there who have money to burn and aren't giving it to us, you can get this for like $230. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different heads.
Mm-hmm.
Hands with lightning, other hands, cape.
She's got her bow staff.
It's great. It's great stuff. Look, Mohawk Storm is so cool.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, this is nice, but I'm no money to get this. We are not Mondo rich.
No, we're not Mondo toy buyers. But if you want to send us Mondo toys, we will totally take them.
I feel like maybe every episode we just have to be like, hey, Mondo, we think you're cool. Send us some free shit.
This was something that didn't quite make it into our New York Comic-Con toy reveals. I saw it like just before we recorded the show, so I'm like, I'll throw it in for next time. It's 1/6 Collective, or 1/12 Collective, sorry, leader. Looks really cool, so I thought I'd show it. I don't know why I included the leader placard. Maybe it was to remind myself that it was from 1/12 Collective, but it's there.
I don't know this company, and I'm assuming that the figures are 6 inches.
Yeah.
Be really funny if they called themselves 1/12 Collective and all they did was put out like 18-inch figures or 3 3/4 inch figures.
Yeah. So.
Like, what are you doing to us, guys? This is nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Now back to Mcfarlane really quickly, because I forgot to include it with the DC Mcfarlane stuff. But there's some Fallout stuff coming here. I forgot the name of Walter Goggins' character before he became the Ghoul, but the likeness
Cliff
there
something.
Is not good.
It's Cliff something
at all.
Yeah.
The Deathclaw looks fine because it's hard to mess up a monster.
It's a monster. You can't fuck that up, and it is a pretty cool monster. But I agree, it's just like with the Ella Purnell, whatever her character from the Vault is called. It's just off. It's just off slightly.
The none of the likenesses are good. They're like they're just. I mean, it is hard to mess up the Ghoul, so. They did well with the Ghoul, and I'm actually kind of half considering that one. But other than that, like, these aren't looking that great.
The armored stuff is nice too. They always do armor really well over at McFarlane. But yeah, I mean, this is, again, if it's based on the video game, that would be one thing. But it's based on the TV series, and your likenesses should be good. And again, we know they can do good likenesses. Mm-hmm. We have good likenesses in our collections from them. So I'm like, what?
When they don't do good likenesses, it's like, why?
Well, did Walton Goggins not sit long enough? Was he like, hey, man, get your hands off me, 5 seconds is enough? No, he's a lovely man. He would have sat for as long as needed. Mm-hmm. So I'm just always a little confused on what the process is. And if you are watching this and you know a little bit more about what the process is, like, please comment down below and tell us, like, is it different I feel like it's different sculptors. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they have a sculptor come in and the sculptor is just so good, and that's where they get the likenesses from. But I thought that they did a laser scan of these people and then they threw it into a 3D printer, and that's how they get these. This is not 3D printer sculpts. Like, this is not anything like that.
It's not good at all. Meat. So, and that's what the coming soon is. So, we're going to move into...
It's the theme that's hardest for me to talk over. At one point, it stops. It's just Richie talking.
There we go. Yeah. So, I got some stuff, as always.
What? This is news to me. This is brand new information.
I'm in a... interesting turn of events. I'm actually going to start with the Joe stuff that I got.
Hey, ho, ho.
Oh, wait. Here, let me put
got himself a Duke figure.
Yes. He was sitting in the GameStop for a little while, or the EB Games. I still call it GameStop sometimes because they haven't changed their sign yet, so it makes me still say it sometimes, but yeah, the Duke is really cool. He's got a great amount of accessories there. I kind of wish that the shovel was detachable, so that he could actually use it as well, but that's just a small nitpick. The binoculars are cool, the rifles are cool, the helmet is cool, the visor moves on the helmet.
Yeah, I like the visor.
I meant to include an exact same picture of this with the visor up, but when I was putting the show together, I'm like, oh, where did that picture go? So you don't get a visor up picture. But oh well.
Comment on these videos and we'll start including the visor down up photos. Yeah. That's the
yeah, but yeah, Duke is one of the leadership in G.I. Joe, and he's probably one of the better leaders in the crew. And yeah, it's a good figure. I think the only complaint I would really have on Duke is they probably could have done his face a little bit better. But other than that, I have no real complaints on Duke.
It's a very standard face. I think a lot of people were hoping they would put out the retro version with him like kind of screaming, and like so you could point him and you can do like the Yo Joe sort of like pose from the cartoon. I think that's something that if they revisit this, that they could put back in. But it's a nice figure. It's well designed. Mm-hmm. I liked the old version of Duke, the first one that came out, and I really like the head sculpt with that figure. But I also like this one. Mm-hmm. I have this one as well, and it was a great pickup. It's nice to have it. I love the accessories. It's a solid toy.
Yeah. Now the next one, which is another Joe, another great Joe leader, which is Flint. Once I get a better close up, I was really even before I opened it, I was really impressed with the face sculpt on him. A lot of the reason for me wanting this toy, funny enough, is because the shotgun in this looks really cool. And I was like, it looks better than I don't think I have any shotguns from the other Joes.
Richie, we can't say we can't say the G word on YouTube. It's a shot blaster.
A shot blaster. That's right.
It's a blaster. If we ever want to make money off of these videos, we gotta stop using the G word. Yeah. And probably about 5 other words that Richie and I use regularly throughout this podcast. But yes.
Looking at the face, like I don't know, that feels like there's a little bit more detail in the face for him than there is on Duke, at least in my mind. For some reason, I have this one terribly justified on the. There we go. It's now.
Well, we didn't even. We didn't even need to fix it in post. We fixed it on the
There
fly.
we go. That's right.
Only,
but yeah,
only the best for you guys.
I like Flint, and like if I had Duke, I had to have Flint, and so like I think if you pick this up, Tupper, you're gonna like this figure as well.
Well, I do want to pick it up because I have the original version of Flint that came out in the line just as they were transitioning from the sort of techno vibe upgrades for the G.I. Joe figures to the more classic oriented stuff. And I do like that Flint figure that I have, but he doesn't, again, he comes with a big vest and he can't really bend too much in his torso. So I do want to get this Flint so I can actually have something that's a little bit more posable, because he doesn't have a vest and you can bend him at his torso level. So I will get this. I will have to get this. I love the design. I love classic Flint, and I agree with you. This is worth getting because of his shot blaster. And I really like the look of that. It's very unique as far as a weapon goes within G.I. Joe. I don't have a shot blaster that looks like that. So yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting this at some point for sure.
So it was the only one at my EB, but doesn't mean they can't get another one in, or / we won't find another one. Now, last week, I was also at Saint Laurent Mall to get my phone, or mine and Jen's phones, upgraded. And I popped into Toys R Us, and I randomly found the Shalabal Silver Surfer, which initially I wasn't, because initially I was only going to get Human Torch, and I'm like, you know what, I like the Thing as well, I'm going to get the Thing. And then I was like, I have half of them, I might as well have all of them, because I also really wanted a Pedro Pascal figure, basically. And then I was like, I did really like Julia Garner's portrayal, so I'm like, I do want the figure, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And then randomly they had more Fantastic Four figures at that Toys R Us, which was a little bit more expensive than I would pay at EB Games, but it was worth it. I really like the surfboard that it comes with, and it's like, it's worn, like you can see the scratches and stuff on it, and I like the effect, the surfing effect that comes with, and like the board just slides in there really well and just sits really well inside of it. Here's a look from the other side with the effect, but it's just a really, in my mind, solid figure.
Well, they really spent a lot of time sculpting her butt.
Yeah,
for this toy.
True. They did, and for a toy, it looks really good.
I mean, sure. I just the first thing that I noticed, I was like, wow, her back side is well designed for an action figure. Good, I guess. It's weird to talk about toy butts, but here we are. We've done it before with male figures, and we're going to do it again. I'm just preparing everyone who's watching this. We will talk about toy butts again on this show. Not this week, but at some point.
Well, maybe for the next figure, because it's funny that I got the Shalabal, because my pre-ordered Silver Surfer, classic Silver Surfer, Norin Rad, showed up just a few days after I picked that up. He is very shiny as well. I
was there when you got it.
That's right. They do not have the same board. His ass is not quite as defined as hers is. So
no, it's sexism.
Yeah.
That's sexist.
Yeah.
Come on, give us a well-toned Norin Rad ass.
It's a significantly,
so we can be like, what a rad ass.
Nice. It's a different. It's a significantly different board, and because it's from the comic line, he does come with the little Silver Surfer comic, which he's reading as he rides. But I'm a little disappointed, and maybe it's because now I'm just spoiled with Shalabal and Chucky both having effects for their surfboards. It's a little lacking to pose it flat like that. I'm gonna have to put him on a stand so that you can see him like actually on his board. So
how is the connector to the feet? Like, is it really in there when you push the foot down on the peg for his board?
It's really good. And actually, one thing that's really interesting about this one, and here it still is, it uses the ratchet torso like the G.I. Joes that I've recently been getting.
Click, click, click.
And the
like
board
that,
just
click,
fell
click,
out,
click.
and the comic just fell out. Not only that, but I found it very interesting.
It's not a great sign, Richie, if you're going to put him on a stand, because it will have to be attached to the figure, so the board has to stay attached to him.
It will. It's just because I had some pressure from my hand on it. But
okay.
The other thing that was interesting is the torso is like completely twistable around like that, so you can really get some good dynamic poses out of it. And and then you'll see this later, and this is part of the interesting things that I found on the Weapon X, because it also has that ratchet and that same torso, but we're going to be talking about that later a little bit. So
are we doing a double review?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's coming up. That's coming up towards the end of the episode, which is coming up. So stay tuned. Keep watching.
Now, one of the figures that I've been waiting for since it was announced, and I got to get it into the right spot. And you've seen it in the background of some of the pictures, and that is the Maximum Deadpool. The third.
Very curious about your thoughts on this one, buddy.
Third in the Maximum series of lines. We've had Hulk was first, then Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man was first, then
Spider-Man
Hulk,
was
now
first,
this guy.
then Hulk, and now this guy. Really like he doesn't have like any like the soft parts like on the Spider-Man, on the Hulk. It's all fairly solid on the chest and everything. There's no malleable plastic on him. I'm really liking the blast effects, especially since now that I am getting the G.I. Joe. Having blast effects for weapons is important for me. It comes with a whack load of accessories. 4 different sets of hands. 3 different rifles, a couple pistols, swords, knife. He's got a chimichanga there, stick of dynamite, an extra head with the mask up. The holsters are really good for the holsters. The sheaths are really good for the swords and the knife. The holster for the pistol is really good. It's all sort of like, it's not stuck, but it's like, it's not removable, but it is separate pieces on him, so it's that looks really cool. And of course, I had to have him eating a chimichanga, sitting down for a pose as well. The one thing I don't like about 2 of the weapons, this is one of them, you can't really see it in the picture, but it has a tripod on it that looks like it is movable, but it actually isn't, and like I almost actually kind of broke it. And on this gun, the one that's on the left hand side, it has this sort of weird tripod thing that is also not movable, that is not even a workable tripod, really. That's not how they generally work on a weapon. That's not the angle that they would be at, so that bothers me. The dupe is cool. He's dupe, that's all you gotta know. And but overall,
much like Lump, he is dupe.
I would have to say I would give this an 8 out of 10 for all of them. Like the accessories are a big bonus. I just think some of the way the weapons were crafted kind of throws me off, and I think that's partly due to my now being spoiled with GI Joes.
Yep.
But so I'm gonna notice those things now. But I'm not disappointed that I got this figure. I'm happy that I got this figure. I am a Deadpool fan. This is a more comic book Deadpool, but I do really like him. He looks really good. So
I gotta ask you now, Richie, because I have the Maximum Spider-Man, but I don't have Hulk and I don't have Deadpool. So now that you've seen 3 releases from the Maximum line, what is your overall impression of this line, this separate subset from Hasbro? Do you think it's been mostly a success? Do you think it's a success with an asterisk? There's some caveats. Do you think it's overpriced for what you're getting? Do you think just give me your thoughts?
I don't think it's
thoughts?
I don't think it's overpriced. Like it's 50 something. I still have the EB website up on Marvel Legends here for a second, so I can find it relatively quickly. The math. Oh, sorry. Actually, $66.99 is the price on it. If you don't have an EB account, but I do, so I get 10% off. And so I don't think they're overpriced. I think they should put some more detail into some of the accessories if it's going to be a Maximum line. Like they should up the game, like they did it a little bit with Deadpool, where you had the blast effects, and like I mean, you had the rocket for Hulk and stuff, but and the slap, and it's really hard to compare it to the other ones because they are such different characters, and so it's but I think Deadpool specifically, and if they're gonna have a Maximum line with weapons, they need to look at what they do with the GI Joes and incorporate that into the weapons. I think if you're someone that likes to pose the figures and change up the poses and stuff, the Maximum line is definitely for you because you get all kinds of accessories. It does seem that, and I did notice too, on the legs, like the articulation there's a little bit more, I find, than some of the figures. I wish that, especially now that I had this with this waist with the Silver Surfer and the Ratchet, I'm kind of wondering if that's something they should do with these figures or not. Because I don't, even with the way they do these chests on this one, you still can't get as much bend as you do on the other ones. But I think aesthetically, it still kind of looks better than the Ratchet ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, a good example of this is, and we're going to be talking about the Weapon X figure in a bit, but the astonishing Wolverine comes with that ball-jointed chest, and his waist is also kind of ball-jointed, so you can get a pretty good organic range of movement out of them. You're not going to get the deepest deep poses like you can with the ratcheting and with that actual joint that's in there, but I think they're still kind of refining the process. And I think that there's still a little bit further they can go with it. And I think that's something that maybe the Maximum line can start to play with, is like, well, what's the higher tier of the articulation we can get out of these kind of figures. And I think that they're still working on that. Yeah. So I think we have not, even though compared to even 10 years ago, I mean, the crazy shit that we have now, as far as articulation goes, is just, it's great. It's never been this good. I think that they can do better, and I think that they're going to do more, and there's more areas they can go into, and I think maybe the Maximum line will eventually get to a point where you are seeing something really special that is not a part of the regular lines, because it obviously costs more to do it, and I think that's what we're waiting for. I think we're waiting for that element of what's this stratospheric articulation system that they're going for. I think there's more work to come there, so I think we're getting there. It's coming. It's coming.
Who do you think they should do next, Maximum line?
fucking Iron Man, dude. Like I thought the third version would be Iron Man, and they gave us Deadpool, and obviously you were happy with Deadpool. Iron Man has got to be included. This is a perfect figure for the Maximum line because they can include multiple head sculpts. They can include so many different accessories of stuff like launching off of Tony.
They could do like building up armor pieces, like you know how he like some armors go into like different armor pieces and like make it larger. Not necessarily a Hulkbuster, but they can do stuff like that with them. Another figure that I think would be really good for it, or another character that would be really good for it, would be Punisher.
Punisher would be great because of the different weapons and accessories, but I am 100% with you. They need to start stealing some ideas from the G.I. Joe department because if they're going to put out a Punisher figure in a Maximum line, the weapons have to be very, I said gun. We're never going to make money on this video. They're going to have to put accuracy for their weapons, and I think that is key to doing a Punisher figure. I think a Captain Marvel with a lot of cool blast effects is not out of the realm of possibility as far as female figures go. I think we're also looking at potentially a really cool Venom could be coming for the Maximum line. Because again,
complement the Spidey.
Yeah, with the different tongues that you could do, the different looks on the face, like we saw with the Yamaguchi piece, the different Venom symbiote elements that they could have coming off to form different images that you can use for your toy photography. So those are just a couple of the suggestions that I'm thinking are coming up for the Maximum line. We got 3 releases this year. Based on Hasbro stuff, we'll probably get 3, definitely 3, but maybe as many as 5 in 2026. Yeah. Assuming the line has been successful. So, but yeah, I think Iron Man, I think Venom, and possibly a Captain America. Yeah. I think are the next ones that we're going to see, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Captain Marvel. I wouldn't be surprised if
a Winter Soldier would be a good one too.
Yeah, Bucky figure with a lot of different accessories. There may also be a Thor. We haven't seen a lot of Thor figures in a while, so a Thor figure with like the spinning Mjolnir and some lightning effects, and maybe some lightning, a different head. Those are my guesses as to what's coming up next. I think the next figure is either going to be Venom or Iron Man. Those are going to be my 2 picks for what the next Maximum release are. Let's see if I'm right.
All right. That being said, we're going to...
Oh, it's the review segment. I can't remember what the music is like for this, even though I've heard it. I just know it's long. I think it's pretty long. It's a long song. That's okay.
It's like, review. It's like superhero-y. Now, part of this is still shit that I bought, and even shit Richie bought this week is kind of reviewy, but this is a specific review section, and the first being, because I pre-ordered and picked us both up, a Weapon X. I'll cycle through both of our pictures, and we can talk about it as we get it. As we go through, the one thing that I really enjoyed about this figure, like the Silver Surfer, is the ratchet chest and the waist, the way it moves. I did not realize until you sent me your pictures how even more awesome it was, because I didn't realize that not only does the helmet come off and stuff, but you could actually, I thought the rest of the tubes stayed on. But when we get to Tupper's picture, you will see that they actually come off as well. His pictures are better and don't have a Coke can in the background. But I'm not a big fan of the alternate head. I much prefer the one with the headgear on him. But
same. Same.
But it is a really good figure. It articulates really well. The arms especially, I find the articulation on them really good. One of the joints, the elbow joint, was stiff at first, but once you moved it, it was fine. But it's articulated well, especially for a Wolverine, because it allows him to do those Wolverine poses and put his arms in those poses that he does. Like he's like arching his back up and his arms out and everything like that. It's a really good articulation, I find, on the arms for this figure. Also, I like that the claws on this one aren't as loose as the claws on the X-Men 97 Logan that I have, because I can't find now two of the claw pieces because they have fallen off on my floor in here, and like the carpet, it blends
Richie.
in with the carpet. So so I will be looking for it, but until then, the pose for that Wolverine is this, because I can't find those fucking things. So I'm a little miffed about that Wolverine. So.
That I kind of agree with you on that front, because it's too bad, because all of the figures that I've gotten, except for I think the Wolverine from the X-Men movie line back in, I think 2020 is when I got that figure. The claws are a little loose on it, but I've never lost one. They're not in danger of losing. So I'm really disappointed for you that one is so loose that they've come off. Getting back to Weapon X, I like this figure, but there's a huge asterisk by that because there's a few things that just kind of bothered me about it. The fact that there's no cut ankle kind of drives me a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way to turn the bottom half of his calf so that you can get some poses out of that. So that's a little bit disappointing to me. I'm with you. I don't like the alternate head. It's kind of boring, and it's going to stay in a box. It's not going to get used. So that's kind of a loss. The big problem that I have with this figure is that they should have made a version where the hair can be articulated back.
Yeah.
You cannot get a lot of looking up poses out of him. He has a limited range of motion because of his hair, and it does limit some of the deeper poses that you can get. You can see it in this one here that Richie's putting up now. It's like that's as far back as I could get that head. And I would have loved to have been more of a deeper neck so that we could actually get some sort of angled pose and a little bit more of a feral style. But outside of that, I mean, again, the look of the figure is really dynamic and nice. I love the fact that you can take the cables and the tubes out of their places, and you can basically make him a nude figure. I love that. I love the fact that the claws are movable, and you can either get them closer together or span them out a little bit. That is something that really works for me as far as trying to get a dynamic pose on my shelf. So I love that. But the more you do it, it's probably going to get looser and looser and looser. So just be aware of that, folks. The more you mess around with the claws, they might get loose over time. I love the details on the figure in general. It's a really nicely detailed thing. Some of the stuff doesn't make any sense. I'm going to show you a picture, or I'm going to show this to you. I have this Crimson Bat, which we're also about to review. And you can see I took those little things that go on the side of Logan's face, and I threw it on the Crimson Bat because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool and techie.
I might actually do the same thing with mine.
Yeah, it didn't really work too well for me as far as keeping him on that weirdo face. And it's so interesting that I wanted to keep it displayed somewhere. Yeah. But Weapon X is, I think, it is the best version of Weapon X we've gotten so far. But I think if this maximum line thing is doing well for Hasbro, it would not surprise me to see
a Wolverine maximum,
a Wolverine done, Weapon X done in the maximum line, because I think that's where you can get a bunch of really good details and a bunch of more articulation that might actually benefit doing some really crazy looking stuff with the figure. So this is great. It's a solid 8.5 for me, which is not bad. But there's a couple of little things that it would have been nice if they'd have done better. But it's nice looking. It looks good on the shelf. He's up there. I put him up with my other stuff. You can't. Maybe you can see him.
Okay.
Yeah. There he is, right up there.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. So this is good stuff. It's good stuff. But it's not perfect. But it's the best version we've gotten yet, in my opinion. Yeah. It's way better than that old Toy Biz version that we had. So yeah. I love this. Yeah.
Moving into your G.I. Joe stuff, we already had my thoughts on the Crimson Bat, and now we're going to get Tupper's.
It's going to be very fast, guys, because it's a bat. And Richie gave you his opinion. I already have a bat. This guy's great. I love the red coloring scheme. He was a little bit stiff coming out of the box. He's starting to warm up now, so we're starting to get a little bit more of the poses out of him that we want. I did notice that the backpack and his different arms are loose in the backpack, which is not the same as the original bat that I got. So that's a little bit disappointing that he's a little bit... Like, you can't mess around with them too much. Those parts will fall off really quickly out of the backpack. So I didn't love that.
I think mine felt really good.
It's probably just a manufacturing defect because, like I said, it's the same molds as the original bat that I have. So the fact that those pieces don't fit so snugly into it is probably just a thing from the manufacturing. I'm not holding it personally accountable, but I have to take it into account when we talk about the reviews for these things. But it's basically just a red version of the bat that I had, and I love the bat that I had. I like that one still more, but I'm really happy to have this one. If you do not have the red version of the bat, you find it at a good price like Richie did, snap it up. It is worth it. The original bat is like, I still think it's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love that figure. This is a little bit of a step down because it's a little bit, again, stiffer out of the packaging, and there's, a little bit of a wonkiness with the parts fitting in the backpack, but it's still a solid 9. Like, this is great, and it belongs on your shelf, and it's nice to have, again, more bats. Can't argue with bats.
Yeah, and I can't remember... Now, I'm not sure if this was a dream or if I was really stoned or I just can't find the post anymore, but I swear that I saw a post somewhere of them re-releasing or doing another Arctic Bat.
Ooh, I would love that. I would love for them to put that in the retro line basically as a 1-for-1 up because, again, I do love the color scheme for that with the blue and the white and the black and the silver. Put it in my hands. I want that. Until we get more clarification on that, though, there is a retro bat coming out, I think in December, and I'm going to get that. It's basically the same as the one I already have, just a little bit different. I don't care. I'm getting it anyway.
Black and yellow.
I
black
love
and
the
yellow.
bat. Yeah. I'm into it. And it comes with cool effects. Stay tuned for a review of another bat figure in like 2 months. But yeah, I love the bats. Give me as many bats as you can. They're great. Yeah. They need to do another version of it where they come with like a broken arm and a broken leg and shit. I'd be all over that. Yeah, so give me in.
Now you saw one half of this figure pack last episode probably or 2 episodes ago.
Something like that.
This is the other half of that 2-pack. I had the Sergeant Slaughter and Tupper has...
Mercer. Here is Mercer. He is a former Viper who turned against Cobra, and now he's a G.I. Joe mercenary, and he's pretty cool. A couple of things I like about Mercer is he uses the new Cobra Viper legs that came with the new Cobra Viper that came to the retro line earlier this year.
Okay.
I love that element. That's really great. That ties it in with his former life as a Viper. I love his grimace face. I love the glasses that go on him. The guns are very unique. It's a very striking, kind of cool looking figure. Like, it is really interesting, and I'm really happy with it. The few things that I didn't love is his standard face is very boring and it's very stoic. Not so great. I also didn't love the fact that his hands that hold guns have they should have cut the plastic further into the finger. It can be very, very difficult for him to hold those weapons.
Okay.
And you really got to jam them in there, especially the one where he's holding that weapon and he's kneeling.
Okay.
It's very loosely fit in his hand, and I don't love that. It would have been nice if perhaps they'd included a couple of other hands. Why they didn't include a set of punching gloved hands is a little mysterious. Like he's got gloved hands regularly, and then it's just regular fists. Man, you're probably doing some reuse in there. But, you know, I think maybe a couple more accessories would have been good if I'd have picked up this 2-pack and I gotten Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter comes with so much stuff.
Yeah.
And this one, he just comes with 2 guns and a silencer and a handgun and a knife that fits in the holster on his leg, which is very loose and keeps falling down. So keep an eye on that. But no one's getting that 2-pack for Mercer. No. Like, it's essentially an accessory. Yeah. You're getting it for Sergeant Slaughter. Richie gave the review. That's a great figure, that Sergeant Slaughter figure. So much is going on there. Mercer's basically like, hey, this is pretty cool. And honestly, for a 2-pack, to get 2 quality figures and one of them is like a 10 out of 10 and this one is like, he's cool. Yeah. But that's not why you're buying it for. No. But I like him. Yeah. I like him. He's great. I think it does elevate the 2-pack to being more worth it when you have 2 really cool figures. That there's not a lot they could have done to really enhance this one. It's nice. Yeah. There's a few things that they could have changed, but again, you're not getting this for Mercer. And if you did, I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah. Like, nobody's favorite G.I. Joe character. He's cool, but he's no one's favorite. And if he's your favorite, yell at me in the comments, guys, because Mercer is your favorite G.I. Joe character. Fight him. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So Mercer, I think from a 2-pack standpoint, I think honestly, this is a must get. If you don't already have Sergeant Slaughter, you got to get this one. It is worth getting because Mercer is great enough on its own, but Sergeant Slaughter and Mercer and all the guns and accessories they come with, it's a must get. Mercer on his own, probably about an 8.5 though. Like he's cool, but he would not sell as a single figure. So it's good that they put him in a 2-pack because he's just interesting enough to make the 2-pack worth it, but not interesting enough to be sold.
Well, that's generally what they do with 2-packs is like if it's not 2 really good figures, it's a good figure with someone that's good enough to get, but wouldn't stand or sell on their own.
Yeah, this was smart though. Honestly, this was the way to go with this release because it is something that I knew and I had. So the fact that you could get this is kind of an icing on the cake if you didn't already get the other Sergeant Slaughter releases. And I think that the one that you got is the best version of the 3 Sergeant Slaughters that have been out. I like the design of that one the most. Yeah. So this is again, if you do not have Slaughter and you want him, this is the set to get. Spend the extra money, get the fun extra guy. But if you have no interest in Sergeant Slaughter like me, which I'm the weirdo. You're not the weirdo. No one else. I'm the weirdo for being like, I don't give a shit about Sergeant Slaughter. But if you're picking this up for Mercer, you're spending way too much money. Yeah.
Yeah. Chopper basically benefited in my interest, my want for Sergeant Slaughter. So it's like, I'm like, it's not enough for me to get it on my own. I'm like, would you like Mercer? He's like, yeah, I'd take Mercer. Like, done.
Yeah, and I'm happy to have him. He fits on the shelf nice. I love the design. The vest is really cool. It's a nice figure. It is really nice figure, but it is not $70 nice if you're just buying it for him. You got to get that Sergeant Slaughter, and then do like this. Find a friend who's like, do you want this guy? Because I have no interest in him. Yeah. And
it's worked out twice for us now.
Everybody wins. Yes, because I like the Venom. I'm happy to have the Venom from the Venom Captain America 2-pack. So we're just going to keep doing this. We're just like, Richie will be like, oh, I want one of these. Does Adam want the other one?
Yeah.
I'll ask him. Exactly. I'll ask him if he wants the other one. I'll be like, oh, okay. There you go. Everybody wins. Yeah. Double stars. Everybody wins.
And there you have it, folks. That's all we have for you this week. We will probably
extra long episode.
Yeah, it's only an hour and 15, but I would say you will probably have a quiet week next week because Mr. Tupper here is flying home for a little holiday. We'll have a week off and then we'll return. Likely with the we'll see if I ended up getting the duck and the penguin and see if anything else that has come in since then.
I would be shocked, Richie, if there wasn't some stuff that comes in for both of us. And since I'll be in Ottawa pretty much right after I get back. It's going to be, we're going to have a bunch of stuff to review. There'll be a huge coming soon, and then basically the next episode like that is just all reviews and all shit Richie got this week, because I think we have a whole bunch of stuff coming in November, and I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
That's right.
But yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Yes.
We love you. Thank you.
Keep watching
and
share with your friends.
Comment down below on what you thought of our reviews. Comment if there's anything coming up. Hit the bell, because everyone likes a ding sound. And get the hell out of here.
All right. See you later, folks.
Go.
1984, I know it's hard to remember. All 1980
Wu-Tang.
members. That's
It's
why
for the
you have
children.
to go and collect them all. Tell your
Wu-Tang's here
parents they can
forever.
buy 'em at the mall.
Motherfuckers.
Now,
Should I stop
when's
saying
that
that
new
word on
series
this
of
podcast?
1984
You know what?
coming out right now?
Conan does it, so I'm going to do it too.
Go!
It's not for kids.